It's going to be fun. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you here on behalf of Lizzie and Nick. There's not too much I can say about Nick. He's been a good dad, and he's a nice bloke. What else can I say? Lizzie, well, you know, I suffered. But she's done very well. She's always been a hard worker, and I'm very proud of what she's done with her life. She gives 100% to everything, if not 110%. And that is everything, in work, play, home, and a family. I'd like to ask you all to raise a glass to everyone and say, congratulations, Nick and Lizzie, and have a long and happy future. I said I'd keep it short, didn't I?
I'm going to read from notes because there's no chance I was going to remember all this. So apologies that I'm going to be looking down all the time. But firstly, on behalf of myself and my wife, I'd like to again say a big thank you to everyone here today. Everyone here really truly means something to us, and we really appreciate everyone coming to share our special day. There's some other special thanks I'd love to give. Firstly to my parents for everything they've done for me over the years to get me to this point. Definitely couldn't have been easy. To Lizzie's parents for always welcoming me into the family, and for the amazing job that they've done in raising the love of my life. And we've got a small gift then for the mothers, just about to come in, so...
A new dog.
It's not a new dog. No chance. For Angela and, on the opposite sides as well.
Oh,
it's boiling.
Oh, it works.
Oh, right, it does work, yeah. To my best man, Simon, or Pugs, as you may know him, for being there when I needed him most. For the stag, for all the hard work he's put in. Another one couldn't have been easy having to deal with me over the last few months and years. But yeah, thank you very much. Please go gentle on the speech with me. It's okay. To our beautiful girls, Ava, Edith, and of course Belle, who's around here somewhere. She's here, there she is, all dotted around. Without you, we'd be nothing, and we are so lucky to have what we have. Even though we've got a hectic life, we definitely wouldn't change a thing. Sorry. Boiling up here, sorry. There's a lot of pressure. As it's Father's Day, I'd also like to raise a toast to all the fathers joining us, and thank you for sharing the day with us, everyone else. So raise a toast to that. Fathers. Ooh, sorry. And as with tradition, we'd also like to take some time to remember those who can't be here in person today, but would have been big parts in the wedding. To Rob Tom, Nan and Bamp Risley, Bamps and Lizzie's grandfather Terry. So to missing loved ones, raise a toast. Sorry, he's got a lot of toasts to spare. And lastly, most importantly, my bride, my wife, my Elizabeth.
Everyone's looking at me.
That's what it is. It's not the words. I'm so proud of us, how far we've come to get here today. Our love story might not be the conventional one, but it's led us to this very moment. And it seems almost fitting that nearly 10 years to the day that we moved into our first home together, that we tie the knot. It's been such a journey. You remember? Yeah? Oh, thank you. Cheers, Harry. You know? Biggest laugh of the day so far.
Oh my god.
Great stuff. I've lost my place now.
Sorry.
It's been such a journey ever since. We've literally experienced life, death, and almost everything in between together. I'll never forget that moment we met. Sorry, I think I'm off cue here. Never forget that sliding doors moment in my life where you walked past me in the Gladiator Awards, 2011, in a green dress. My life literally changed that very moment, and I'm the luckiest man on earth to be your husband. Not much left, already. From B&M trolley dashes to our Love It or List It interviews and all our other adventures, there's no one else in this world that I'd rather share it all with. You've taught me what true love really means. You are my everything, and I can't wait to continue this adventure and spend the rest of our lives together. Thank God for that.
Like Nick, I can't remember a speech and it's 3 pages long, so I'm going to read, sorry. But good afternoon. My name is Simon, for those who don't know me. Too close, am I? Is that better? It's my great honour and privilege to be Nick's best man on this special day. And I'd like to thank Steve and Nick for their lovely speeches, and I'm sure Lizzie and Nick are delighted with the special words that they've received today. I'd like to start congratulating Nick on his excellent choice in best men. He has really outdone himself this time. I do apologise in advance if this is a terrible speech. I'd say I'd make up with it with dancing, but when you see me dancing after, it's not going to get any better, I'll be honest. I was a bit worried about saying yes to being best man, being around the speech and organising a stag do. So I hummed and hawed for a bit, but then I realised this would be the only chance that I'd get for Nick to buy me some food and a drink, so I didn't fancy turning it down. At this point in the speech, I thought I'd mention the stag weekend, and normally the old stag rule is whatever happens on tour stays on tour, but after seeing the amount of how much it costs for a pint here today, I'll happily tell any stories in exchange for half a shandy. But all the boys that came to the stag in Berlin, I think I'd say for myself, we all had a great time. And I'm sure everyone who went to Lizzie's stag, Hendu, sorry, they all had a great time too. I just hope you managed to see Sticky Vicky, because she's a very talented lady. Nick, although I've panicked every time I thought about doing a speech, since the day you've asked me to be a best man, I cannot begin to tell you how proud I was asked to be, and how thrilled and how honoured I am to be right now in this position. I didn't think that when I met Nick in college in 2003, I'd be standing here today as his best man, especially as it took us nearly 2 years to have a proper conversation. The only time we were talking those 2 years is when we bumped into each other on flares on the Kingsway on a student night out, and our language would be that of dancing to Come On Eileen, Stay Alive and the Grease Megamix, before Nick would disappear off into the night like a handsome Cinderella. The next day, I'd see Nick in college. We'd glance up at each other over the computer screens and give each other a nod before we'd repeat the feat the next week. Since then, we've had countless nights out, holidays away, and had to endure watching the Swans every week, enough to test any friendship. Nick, after nearly 20 years of knowing you, I can honestly say there isn't a more caring, sincere, kind bloke as you, and I'm happy to call you my mate. What a fanny. Yeah. I'd just like to mention the bridesmaids and the flower girls today. I thought they all look lovely. Thank you for convincing Lizzie to make it on time, apart from the video guy who nearly gave Nick an absolute cornery when he said his bad news this morning. Oh, nice one. Can I also say just how stunning Lizzie looks today, everyone? Last page. Lizzie and Nick, it's an honour to stand here today as the best man. I'm delighted for you both. I'm so glad we can celebrate with your friends and family who have travelled to be here today. On behalf of everyone, can I say thank you for including us on this very special day. I know how much effort and preparation you've put both in today, not only to make it special for yourselves, but all of us here. Sorry, I've had too much Guinness and bourbon. Sorry. Yeah, special for us here today. So much so that Nick had an absolute meltdown in the WhatsApp group a couple of weeks ago with me and Larry, and he left the group in a tiff. He's an absolute tart, isn't he? Yeah, but going back today, it was a beautiful ceremony, and the venue is absolutely perfect to spend with you lovely people. Lizzie and Nick, I'm sure everyone can see for themselves how happy you make each other and how proud you should be of your family and everything you've achieved so far. I couldn't be happier for you both today. We've known each other for such a long time, and I hope our friendship lasts for many more years. All that remains for me is to wish you a long and happy life together with all the luck in the world. So ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to be upstanding for the bride and groom and raise a glass to the new Mr. and Mrs. Risley.
Guys, there's some shots in the favours bag, and if you'd like to open them now, if possible, we'd raise a toast.
Hi! This is a very special time, I guess, and I hope we'll have a good time tomorrow.
That's it.
Ow, ow.